So I'm trying not to show my uniform. It's 4:45 right now. I'm leaving to go to work. I'm scheduled to start at 6, but I'm going to be there at 5 to get the police there to report report the fact that he's 17 with a gun, which is illegal, and the fact that company policy, he's not supposed to have a gun. He's not supposed to have the great equalizer on his person, tucked in his pants while he's working, and it should have been captured on camera. Hopefully those cameras work. So it's 4:45 p.m. I'm probably not gonna, well, I might record some videos like there, but I might not show it here publicly on the internet because I don't show other people's like faces and stuff. But I might try and get what I can over there. So yeah, I won't get back until probably after 1 or 2 a.m. Oh, and whether or not they get fired here today, when I speak to my manager and the police to get like statements and stuff, one of the girls that I know is going to be at this shift that I'm about to go to, she was there when he was trying to fight me 2 days ago and trying to lure me outside, and she was there yesterday when he brought the gun. So that was when I confirmed, when I saw the gun. I don't know if he had it the day he was trying to fight me 2 days ago. So and I'm going to get in touch with headquarters. No matter what happens today, I'm going to get in touch with headquarters when they open tomorrow on Monday. Keep in mind that everything took place on July 12th. The police were called like after 12 when we closed on July 13th. And that was my last day of the week. I was thinking about just putting audio, but I said, let me just get all this off my phone. I don't really care. Just believe what you want. I'm leaving soon anyway. I couldn't even rewatch these videos at all because I didn't want to relive the day. So I don't like conflict.
That are none of your concern. If he has that gun.
No. It's not even just the fact that he's 17 with a gun, which is illegal.
It's none of your concern.
No, but that's not the point. He tried to fight me and get me to come outside the day before, which is, you're not listening.
I am listening.
It's a risk for my safety. Because why was he? You can look at all the cameras will prove it because the cameras work, and you'll see that he was trying to, like, he was balling his fist up.
So why didn't you come to me immediately when he was balling his fist up at you?
When he was
when he balled his fist up to you, why didn't you?
When he was outside, he'd already clocked out.
You still didn't come to me.
I told you he was trying to fight me.
No, you didn't. Not till it was in this text.
No, yesterday. The first thing I did when I came in and I said he was trying to fight me, you were like, he's not trying to fight you.
The only thing I heard between you two on Friday night was he asked you to hand him his phone charger. You didn't want to hand it to him for whatever reason.
That was my thing.
He's so mad.
He's mad at me. He's always mad at me. He doesn't like the way I manage Steak and Shake.
And then that was 2 days ago. But yesterday, shift, the first thing I told you was that Aaron was trying to. I asked you if Corinne was coming into them.
Yeah.
Corinne was coming in yesterday because he tried to fight me 2 days before. Remember?
No, I do not.
See, that's why I text you everything, because now you're saying you don't remember.
Only thing I heard between you guys was him asking you for your cell phone. The crew member, the other manager last night said that she talked to you and told you to. Mariah said that she told you to stop trying to entice or get confrontational with him last night. Is that not true?
No, Mariah never spoke.
So if I call Mariah back here, Mariah's not going to say that she told you.
You can look at the camera. Mariah never.
The cameras are not voice activated. We can't hear the voice.
You'll see that. I understand that. You'll see that she never pulled me aside and spoke to me about anything.
So what's going on with you and him?
It was over the charger. He was the one who wanted to.
So.
Oh, sorry, Mr.
No, you're fine.
No, I was just gonna ask. Was it cool if I go?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I knocked out dishes and I forgot to get things. So.
But what I was telling you is all stuff that, and I'm gonna let him clock out first, because he wasn't on shift when.
Sorry for interrupting.
You're fine.
Okay. You have a good night.
You too.
What I'm telling you is all stuff that he was doing. Because of the charger, I said I'm mopping, and then he was like, stop talking to me before you piss me off. And then I was like, okay, have a good night. And then he was like, stop talking to me or we can fight outside.
Okay,
and
so
he went.
Today when he gets here, me, you, and him are going to be having a conversation.
He's scheduled today?
Yeah.
Okay. He went out this door with Jalen and Bailey, because Bailey witnessed it. And then he was like, you can come out here and fight. And then I was like, he was at the restaurant window. I went to use the restroom, and I was like, go home before I call the police.
Why would you call the police and not get a manager? If the manager was still in the building.
Because he was trying to fight me.
You don't call the police on another Steak and Shake employee. You get the manager first and let the manager get involved. You're in a Steak and Shake uniform. He's in a Steak and Shake uniform.
But he was trying to fight outside. He said
You
clock
call.
out. He said
you call
clock,
a manager.
He said clock out and come out and fight.
You get a manager. You don't just automatically call the police.
What would you have done in that situation?
I would have got my manager.
Well, no, what would you have done? You, the manager.
I would have separated you guys, and I would have told him to leave Steak and Shake.
Oh, he was already outside.
So once he's outside,
Exactly. He said clock.
I would
he
have
said
told him to
clock
leave
out.
Steak and Shake's property. He was off the clock. I would have told him to leave.
And you can see me in the dining room pointing to.
But I want to know what led up to you guys having having problems.
He was angry that I wouldn't get him the charger, the one that you got. I don't know why because he's immature. He's 17.
You're not. You are not part. You don't want to be a part of this team.
What do you mean?
They all feel like you don't want to be a part of the team.
How?
Because you're not. You just come in here
Are we,
and do the bare minimum to
are we
get
changing
by.
the subject? Are we changing the subject?
No, I'm just telling you what they're all saying.
Oh, so we're changing. No, we're changing the subject.
No, we're not
Are we
changing
still talking
the
about the fact he wanted to fight me and then brought a gun the next day?
I don't know I don't know that he wanted to fight you and he brought a gun.
You saw the gun.
Yesterday. I didn't see a gun on Friday.
No, but he brought a gun. Why would he bring a gun the next day? Why would I see it on his person?
I don't know, but I addressed the gun issue. I told him he cannot have that gun in here. He knows he can't have the gun in
And I
here.
had to take my bike and leave out this other exit. On Friday, I had to leave out through this exit because I didn't want any issues with him.
Right.
So this is something you have to talk to him about.
That's what I'm going to talk to him about. But Mariah told me that she saw you and him. She felt like you was provoking him last night.
I told him I'll call the police, and I don't know why I'm glad he retold the story. I hope he included that part.
He didn't tell me anything.
No, he retold the story to Mariah. I saw him talking to her, like, I don't know. He was like calling me like a B word and all this other stuff. He was saying that I was like didn't want to fight him or something. And I was like, yeah, I don't want to fight you.
Yeah, we don't want you guys fighting at all.
And I was saying that, but why was he trying to do that in the first place? Like,
I don't know. I don't know. I do think it was kind of. What would have hurted you to hand him his phone charger because he just didn't want to walk on the wet floor? I mean,
oh no. Are we doing that?
I'm asking you a question. I'm not doing anything. I think it all could have been avoided if you'd have just nicely handed him his phone charger. Is all I'm saying.
Oh, is that the same as somebody saying I feel like you could have avoided harassment if you put on different clothes? Like it's your problem.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I feel like that's what it could have all been avoided. All of this.
Oh yeah. Oh, so it's on.
No, I'm not saying it's on you.
Okay. Let's establish he was in the wrong for trying to fight me.
But he wouldn't have fought. I don't think he would have. It would have went that far.
Over a charger. Was that the right reaction? Was that on his part?
No, it's not the right
Okay.
reaction.
Good. We established that. Was it the right reaction for him to? Was it out of line for him to have a gun on his person yesterday?
I've already addressed that and said no, it was not wrong.
So
All right.
So we have two things he did that was completely out of line. Completely out of line. And hey, Payne.
What's up?
No, I'm gonna let him leave.
Oh yeah.
What happened?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but it says it says like 5 extra tenders on the.
Screen, just ignore them because
Yeah.
it's stuck in the system somewhere.
I'm 6 o'clock, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know so you know.
No, you're good. So we have 2 things where he was in the wrong, and I'm here working here on time, and again I see people sitting here on the clock. I've told you about that before. So if we are talking about bare minimum, I can bring up because I would bring it up only out of fairness, because if I'm being talked to about, I don't know if you want to be on this team, and I've seen, look at the camera, see how long Bailey's sitting here, see how long Khalil, I can go down the list, how long they're sitting here on the clock when we have to do this, and I'm how much time when did you see me sitting down yesterday? I didn't take a break.
Nobody took a break yesterday,
didn't
but 1 or 2 people.
Okay,
And I didn't even
let's-
tell them to take a break. They just went and took one.
But let's look through multiple shifts and see how many people are sitting right here in this chair, and how many people are sitting back there, and how often I'm doing that. So to call into question my desire to be on the team is, I don't think that's as warranted if we're not going to talk about other people.
who will literally leave the workstation, literally be outside 15, 20, 30 minutes. And you know this happens, but so if we're calling out me, I know it's all these people at the top of the list ahead of me who need to get that talking to, who
And I do have talks with
their
these
employment
people.
needs to be called into consideration before mine. Like before even, you didn't bring that up, but before we even bring that up, their employment needs to be questioned first before mine. Like 8, 9, 10 people maybe, like up to 10 different employees. Their employment would have to be called into question first, because is that anything that
I'm not saying there's one,
Is
not
it-
including myself, does everything right all the time.
But is it the same magnitude as sitting down for like 30, literally leaving the workstation and being on their phone, like looking through?
And I address these issues. You may not know it, but I do.
Okay, but and you didn't say this yet, but I'm saying if there's anything brought up about I don't know if we should consider your employment, anything like that.
No,
you didn't bring that up. You didn't
No.
bring, and I'm not saying you brought that up, but look at all these other people. But then and yes, we do need to have a face-to-face conversation with Corinne, because I fear for my safety. He's not in danger. He's not in danger by me. Did I say I want to fight, or was he standing out there waiting for me and I purposely left? I'm not gonna say it because she's here. Go ahead.
Huh?
Oh no, I'm gonna be quiet while you're here.
Sorry. There's a girl, one of those young ladies up there with you.
Thank you, Tony.
I never put his life in danger, and to find out that he not only showed up. Oh, let's talk about all the people who, you know, I brought that up. I brought that up before, but we've talked about that too. The people who sit here on the clock. That's one thing I don't do that 8, 9, 10 people do. And let's bring up number 2. All the people, I'm going to say it. You show up late, sometimes an hour 30 minutes. That's 8, 9, 10 people. I've never done that. How many times have I showed up late?
Okay, but all of those issues have nothing to do with you. Those issues I've addressed. I'm addressing.
But out of fairness,
Did I bring up your attendance? No.
But out of fairness, as far
Did I
as
bring up your work? No.
you brought up some people, not you, but some people think
I'm just telling you what the crew is saying.
exactly, and you're not saying it. You're not saying it. I'm not.
So I'm letting you know why the crew is
No, I'm
reacting.
gonna be quiet while she's there. But here's where police come into play.
The police are not coming into the store. I'm telling you that right now.
Okay, that's fine. The headquarters is right there. I'm not
I'm
gonna.
going to call my boss when we're done with this, and I'm telling him that you
I'm
want
not.
the police involved, and
I'm not going to bring them here. You said they're not coming in. So again.
but I'm letting my boss know the text message that you sent me that you are calling the police.
Okay, let them. I can just let them know some other point, because the part that's like confusing to me is that with him, if he's not supposed to have one, it's either now this is for the police to figure out, but if he has one, do you use it like?
What's it any of our concern as long as he doesn't bring it to Steak and Shake if he has the gun? I could care less. As long as it's not at Steak and Shake, I could care less. I could care less.
You don't mind if he had a fake ID or something?
No, it's not my situation. It's not has any direct reflection on me. There are millions of people. You don't even have to have a permit to have a gun in Indiana.
You don't. I know that.
So I don't
I
care.
don't-
As long as he doesn't have that gun in here and I know it's in here. If I know it's in here, there's going to be an issue.
Oh, he can't physically bring it in the building.
If he puts it in his personal property, I'm not allowed to search his
Just
personal property.
on his hip. That's all I'm saying.
It cannot physically be on his body
All right.
while he's on the clock. If I see it on his body while he's on the clock, future disciplinary action will happen.
Oh.
He's already been given a verbal warning, which is how we handle situations. The first time we handle something is a verbal.
Okay.
Second time we write it up. Third time it's a written with a warning. Fourth time it could be termination.
Okay.
A matter of fact, I need to speak to you. I'm glad you're here. Once you get clocked in. I'm actually glad you're early today. The conversation me and you're having right now is a verbal conversation.
Yes, conversation. Verbal conversation.
Nothing's going to be written down or anything.
Yeah.
Because it's a verbal. Let's say you come to me tomorrow with the same incident. Or I come to you with the same incident, basically saying, Puffy, yesterday I told you verbally that you're not doing the fry station correctly. That's just a sample. I'm not saying that you're not.
Yeah, I know.
Tomorrow I come to you and I say, Taffy,
Do whatever.
I really need you to do this on the fry station. That would be a written coaching form. Let's say I do the written coaching form with you. 3 days later, I see the same incident happening and I see no improvement. That becomes a written final warning and I can terminate you. Would that be what we would do? That's our Steak and Shake's procedure. Unless it's a severe punishment, we always try to keep working with people on coaching.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And training.
And
At no point do we ever say it's immediate. And I will tell you, a lot of times I don't always write everything out
okay, that's fine.
because I don't like to do paperwork. I like to believe that we can get to that point by just keep coaching. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And
Because if I wrote up every single thing I had to write up, I would never get from this desk, right? We're in agreement, right?
Yeah.
If every time I told Susie that you're late,
Okay.
I would never be able to get up from this desk.
Okay.
We know there's issues in this store. Me as the manager, I know these issues.
And the only thing,
And I'm coaching these people on them. And I'm also looking in the back of my mind to replace people. But I'm kind of at a stuck place right now where I can't.
and the only, since you are telling your boss, I will also, and this is not like me trying to pursue anything, but it's just, see, if you're telling them, I want to make sure that they know I reached out to them, to headquarters, and just let them know that this incident happened, since it was putting my life in danger, because,
Well, let's wait and see what he says first.
and we just have to point out the two things he did wrong. Number one, we don't fight. We don't fight coworkers,
Right.
especially over a charger.
We don't fight coworkers, period, over
Period.
anything.
Exactly. And second, you spoke to him about it, so we'll just talk about we don't fight coworkers.
Right.
Because I told him I don't want to fight, and he said, "Come out and clock out and fight." And he was doing this outside the window. I don't know if it was picked up on camera, but we got to talk to him about that one thing that he was in the wrong. Is you already spoke to him about the gun, so
And if we resolve this and you feel comfortable, we may not take it any further to my boss. The only way we're going to take it to my boss is if we don't have a resolution. If we don't feel like we came up with a solution. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Because I like to keep things in my four walls. Does that make sense? I like to keep my laundry in my four walls.
Okay.
Now, if I feel like we can't get a resolution, or if it's an ongoing problem, and I will involve my boss.
And
Does that make sense?
And he'll probably be terminated, maybe. Like you're not allowed to say it. I know you're not allowed to say it because you don't know for sure. But
You can terminate employment with anybody.
Yeah,
We're
I know.
working for resolution and coaching to be able to make this a better team.
oh, it's paying right there.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt, but
But I don't want to go up there and have to. I'm already having to deal with the Aaron situation.
Okay.
And I don't know what's going on with that.
I'm just glad I spoke to you about all of that, especially that thing that was confusing is what they're saying, not you. What they're saying about he doesn't seem like he's whatever, because that was out of line to say that. So.
Well, they're entitled to their opinion,
Exactly,
and every crew member is coming
and
to
I'm
me about
entitled
this.
to say that my opinion is that that's out of line.
But I'm just telling you, every single one of them are telling me at the end of the night that they feel like you do the bare minimum and drag out sweeping and mopping.
That's over exaggerated. Every single person, yeah, sure.
I'm not. I have no reason to lie. I'm telling you what the team is telling me.
The team is not anyone.
But have I came to you about it? No, because I know that they have their faults too. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So I'm not going to come to you and say something to you when they have things they need to work on. Does that make
Even worse than mine. Yes.
But I'm just telling you what every single one of them are saying to me at the end of the
they're entitled
night.
to say that. They're entitled to think that and say that.
But have I come to you and said anything?
You haven't known.
But now that we're opening this up, I'm telling you
And that's great.
what they're feeling.
That's great because I know I'm not in the wrong. I know I'm not in the wrong, so they can say.
So, but at the same time, they're not perfect neither. There's nobody in the store perfect.
And I'm not. I'll say that. I'm not.
I make mistakes. I'm not perfect at my job. But the one thing I will tell you guys is I go 120% above the call of duty. Because like I told you the other night, it is not my job to do any of that stuff up there that I do. It is not my job.
And like I said before, I did it maybe 5 times, which I would do it. I will do it. But
But I'm just saying.
I usually sweep because Aaron usually does
But
that.
at any restaurant where
Sorry, I got a funny for you.
you know at the end of the day, technically, it's not a manager's job to do half the stuff I do
As-
here.
And that's fine. As long as it does, again, like I said, as long as it isn't made out like I don't want to work. Because I
I'm
always,
not saying that.
Yeah,
But I'm just saying, I don't say I do everything perfect every day, but I know I give 120% every day. And the other night I felt totally disrespected.
oh no, if I'm usually the one who does it, I would have done it but I usually mop and
But
I
at
usually
the end of the
sweep
day,
and mop.
if I asked you to do something, it doesn't matter if it's not your job or not.
I said, why didn't you ask me? But you chose to be passive aggressive. You were like, there's 2 people in the fry station and I'm changing the oil. You said that out loud to
I just made a statement.
to get a reaction out of me.
No, I wasn't trying to get a reaction. I was making a statement. A statement.
But that was not the same as coming to me and asking, hey, can you do this really quick, please?
I made a statement. I said, I don't think it's right that there was 2 fry people here tonight and I'm the one having to put oil in the fryer.
Yes, you said that while I was sweeping getting all the way underneath and sweeping everything.
I don't see where I done anything wrong.
I don't see where I did anything because I usually sweep and
You're the
mop.
fry person.
I usually
It's
sweep
your
and mop.
job.
I usually sweep and mop. Aaron usually does that.
It's not just one job. Sweeping and mopping is a separate job. Your first responsibility is to make sure your station is fully stocked and prepped.
Yeah. So again, I did like definitely less than 5 times for the 2 months I've been here. So I can do it tonight, and I can do
I'm
it.
not even upset about that. That's done and over. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I make mistakes too. I'm not perfect. So I was just letting you
And,
know what
as long as you know, it makes sense. I would not have thought to do that since given how little I do it. But I can do it now that
But it's not that big of an issue.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna have to deal with something else. And I literally have to be here till 9 o'clock in the morning.
be here.
Yeah.
You mean at 9 o'clock in the morning?
No, I have to stay till 9 o'clock in the morning.
At this restaurant?
Yes.
What? Okay. But I'll just as like the process, I'll probably go into the physical headquarters and just like.
You won't be able to walk into the corporate office.
Oh,
They
they
don't
don't
allow anybody in that corporate office.
Oh, okay.
You have to have a badge and ID to get into the corporate office.
Oh, this one down the street.
Yeah, you can't just walk in there.
Lucky for you, I don't break the law and like some people. Let me stop. See?
They won't let you in there.
I said lucky for you, I don't break the law. Like some people.
I mean, that's if you want choose to go through that corporate office with that security standing in there, that's on you.
Like I said, I don't
But
break
you
the
can't
law.
get in that office.
Like
I can't even get in that office.
like I said, I'm not going to go there because I don't break the law. Unlike some people.
I've already gave you the number to. Well, that person's no longer with Steak and Shake anymore. He already quit. DJ already quit.
Oh yeah, you told me a few weeks ago.
You already got another manager past him.
You got another manager who quit?
No, there's already a new person who took DJ's spot.
Of course, obviously you said I'm not going to say nothing to him because I'm going to go in the kitchen because just like when I went out the opposite exit because I don't want to fight him. So he's the type that needs to be told don't start stuff because if you, here we go. Hey, Miss Dorothy. So the main question I want to ask is like, because I don't know how much weight that has behind it when you say the police can't come in this building. So, but I'm asking, what's going to happen to me if I do call them? Like at the end of the shift, for example.
Well, Steak and Shake could personally get involved, corporate, right? Because there's no reason to involve the police. It's not a police matter right now. It's a Steak and Shake incident.
But when it's a crime, a 17-year-old with a firearm on his person.
He did not. He had the possession in Steak and Shake, so it's Steak and Shake's place to handle this. First of all,
And also follow the law.
it's
Will I be terminated if I contact them?
that would be up to corporate. I can't make that decision.
Okay.
So
I'm
let me.
gonna get up out this shit. You need it more. Here.
Are you clocked in yet? I don't think I'm gonna get anything resolved.
That's fine with me. And then I need to clock in.
Situation.
Yeah, I would say yes and no, but I told Toffee multiple times to leave me alone over and over again. And
So-
he decided to keep messing with me. And I told him, if you kept messing with me, now, like I told you, like I said, we can clock out if you want to keep messing, because he said basically the first day of the incident that he was messing with me on purpose to see what I was going to do.
No, I was.
What you told everybody else.
I was saying good
That's what you
night.
told Jalen, right?
I told Dale.
That's what you told Jalen, right? That's why I came back and said something to you, and I said, "What are you talking about? You messing with me."
You said we'll clock out and fight. And you. And
No, you said, "What are you gonna? What you gonna do?"
What,
You said you came
because
out,
I
you
because
came
I
out
feel
the
like
door.
you were upset at me.
No, you came out the door, and you said, "What are you going to do?"
That was when you
I
circled
said,
back.
I said, "You want to fight? You can clock out."
That was when you circled back.
Bailey was standing right there. It had multiple witnesses.
Oh yeah, it's a camera too.
That's fine.
I just said the cameras
That's fine.
don't pick up audio.
That's
They do
fine.
not pick up
I'm just
voices.
That's
visuals.
fine.
Remember I said that.
We can reroll the camera.
The cameras do not pick up audio.
That's fine.
But go ahead.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
He basically said, "Okay, we can fight. We can fight." I'm like, "All right,
We can
you
fight?
wanna fight. We gonna. I'm keep running. I'm one of them. We fight. We gonna dap up. We gonna hug. We gonna say we love each other.
You didn't
we
say
love
that.
each other." No, I'm not saying.
Oh,
I
yeah.
ain't say that to you. But that's the type of person I am.
That's
Like,
person
we
you
was
are.
gonna have to. We was gonna because we work together. We gonna have to see each other the next day. So it wasn't gonna be no hard feelings. But if you had some animosity against me, and I'll let you take your anger out. But also, I'm gonna defend myself at the end of the day because I don't know what you had a problem with me for that day.
But you gotta show me because I didn't get your charger, and you said stop talking to me before you piss me off. And
Yeah, I
then,
told you to leave me alone.
and-
I said, you don't. No, he looked at me like this. He said,
I was there. He
I
said
said-
I was
I said-
there when he went like that and said he wasn't getting you the charger.
I said,
since I
okay.
was mopping, since I was mopping.
I said, okay. I said, all right.
Oh, who
So
behind
I
you?
said,
Oh.
No one. They're just throwing a box.
And then I didn't. You know, I didn't want to fight him because I said go home before I call the police. And you was going like this.
Excuse me.
Sorry,
Excuse
Aaron.
me.
And you was knuckling up behind the window, and you ran up to the window, and then and the camera will see that I was motioning like I'll call the police on you, go home, please, please go home. And then
Excuse me one more
my
time.
fault. And then we also had, and I also the gun thing that made me extra worried because I was like, you brought a gun the next day.
First of all,
I just saw.
not- just because you noticed something one day, that don't mean it wasn't there. I'm just saying.
But it was there the next day.
That doesn't mean it was for you or nothing like that. I carry it every day. Sorry.
And I done told you that's been addressed.
Yes, and she's told me not to bring it in.
It has been, and I addressed it the very first time I ever saw it. I never saw it before that, but when I immediately saw it,
we
I
both saw
addressed it.
We both saw it the first time last
But
night.
I apologize if you think that was for you. I didn't mean to scare you like that.
But he did tell me he did tell me he brought a gun every day to work because he
Every
walks
single-
home.
I walk home every single day.
He walks halfway to Fisher's every night and gets picked up.
Yeah.
So for his protection, but I told him he cannot bring that in here anymore.
So now I got pepper spray. For sure.
And I wouldn't care if it was in your bag or whatever. That's not my concern. But
So he apologized for making you feel offended about the gun. It wasn't towards you; it's for his protection. He now knows it's against Steak and Shake policy and procedure to have the gun in here.
Yeah. Point blank period.
So the gun will not come into this store again. For one, he respects me 100%. And two, he doesn't want to lose this job because he has a child and a family to support. And third, he now knows it's a rule and regulation. So going forward, what other things do we need to do so that where you and him don't have to be best friends, just coexist at work?
I'm cool.
You're cool? You guys are good?
I never wanted to fight. Or I would have went out this exit. I went out.
Had you two got into a confrontation, you both would have got fired.
Which I didn't. I
On
did
the
not
clock or off the clock.
Yep.
Because you represent Steak and Shake. You were technically still on Steak and Shake's property. Does that make sense?
Which I did not want while he was waiting out there, and he could have went home.
I was talking to Bailey and Brandon as you.
And you were knuckling up behind the window.
Okay, I understand, but the reason I was not going home is I was talking to Bailey and Brittany. So that's why I was sitting there.
So he's apologized for what led to you feeling the way you feel now. Do you feel that we got this resolved and that you guys can coexist, or do I need to do more?
You need to do more. What
What more do I need to do?
The question I asked you, you don't know the answer. You don't know the answer. As far
I don't feel like there's a reason for this to go any further. There's no reason to involve the police because it wasn't a police matter.
At the end of the shift.
It was not a police matter. And the police are going to tell you that. It's not a police matter. He didn't threaten you with his gun. He didn't pull his gun on you.
Yeah, they're just gonna say, do you have a gun? They're gonna ask me, I'm gonna tell them no, and then they're gonna search me, and they're gonna find no gun, and then they're gonna say, well, he doesn't have a gun, and even if he did have a gun, it's not a police matter. At the end of the day, it's really a civil matter. You have to take me to court about something like that. All you guys really done was harassing me. That's really what it is. Harassment is something a crime you cannot be locked up for.
Marco's not to get you locked.
Huh?
Marco, I don't want to get anyone locked.
Then why do we need to involve the police?
Yeah.
If you know it's not an issue, then why don't I do it?
I can't tell you not to call them, but I also
But
can't tell
how
you
much-
what the consequences will be for calling them.
But how much weight is behind when you said that I cannot bring the police in here? Because I can talk to them outside at the end of the shift.
I didn't even. You can do whatever you want. If you want to call the police, call them. We'll call the police right
Why
now.
do you feel I have the need to call the police on you?
When he's apologizing to you,
Do you feel like I'm a threat to you?
he admitted that he made a mistake bringing it into the store.
Point blank period. Even if we never got it, like she was gonna tell me regardless. I didn't know. Like she told me it was a state policy. I read it every single day. I would thought you would have knew that because you see me take my big
But I honestly, last night
I
was the
didn't
first
see it.
time I'd ever saw it.
First time I saw it.
I
Too.
put it right here. It's just-
And as
What
soon
is
as I
it?
saw it, I addressed the issue.
Yeah.
Only thing is you being 17 with a firearm.
But I don't see where that is your concern.
Yeah, that's not your concern.
If it's not affecting your ability to do your job,
That's on me that I'm that. That's what I'm doing. That's on me. They ain't got like you can't get in trouble for that at all.
You can't.
No, you can't.
I can't.
Yeah, you can. For me doing something that I choose to do, you can't get in trouble for that. So that isn't.
I know. I'm not. gonna do it.
that is his choice to take that risk
But-
at 17 having a gun. It's none of our
But for me
business.
to witness a crime and not report it, are you saying I do that? Are you saying I don't talk to them?
I don't understand why you would want to make it an issue when it has no bearing on you.
Do you think I should? Yes or no?
I'm not telling you what to do. It's not.
No opinion.
Topper, what are you trying to achieve here? That's my question. I apologize.
He apologized.
You haven't even apologized to me for you messing with me, and I've told you multiple times to leave me alone.
I did. As soon as I clocked out, where did I go? This exit.
No, you didn't apologize. That's what I'm saying. You never told me my
He
bad.
was the bigger person. He apologized, said he made a mistake. He's sorry he offended you in any way. He's apologized for bringing the gun in here. Where does it need to go any further than that? Why does it need to go any further than that?
Yeah, like what do you want? What do you want from you? Want to get
What
fired?
do you want the long-term goal to be? For this boy to get locked up, to go to jail, get fired? What is the objective here that you're actually trying to achieve?
Honestly, either or. If because that was a risk to my safety.
No.
No, it wasn't a risk to your safety because he didn't bring the gun in here with the intention of using it on you.
Yeah.
He brought the gun in here for his own safety to go home. Now he knows he's not supposed to bring it in here, and he's just admitted he's chosen now to have.
Pepper spray.
May I get a kid's cup for a
Yeah,
milk?
I'm on your way. I'm on your way.
So you want me?
Peyton and I just looked at each other like kids.
So you want me basically
Oh.
to do another statistic?
Another what?
Statistic.
You're
want you.
In order for a 17-year-old to get a gun, you would have.
It's none of my business that he has it, as long as he keeps it outside of Steak and Shake. What he does with his personal life is no bearing on me. No bearing whatsoever.
And then I'm not gonna lie, it's not like this right now. It's not really worth your job at that. She just told.
I'm not threatening his job because I don't know what's corporate.
I'm just saying. She just told you that corporate could fire both of us,
Corporate can't yet.
and we're gonna be looking at what we're gonna be doing. What was the point? Like, what's the long term goal? Like you said, what's the long term goal? Like,
What is your
benefit-
long
what
term
is
benefit of you
benefiting
getting him locked up or getting him fired? What are you personally going to gain from that?
What am I personally going? Well, safety.
You're gonna
But it's no longer going to be in the store.
just alone. That's what she's trying to like. We're gonna get
But-
fired.
Okay.
Like they gonna be like these.
I'm
two
not.
people-
I'm not saying you're going to get fired. I said it's up to HR and corporate.
She not saying it. I'm saying it.
I'm personally not.
And I'm gonna go with her.
But I
feel
don't
like
think
we
that,
They
that
gonna. I'm sorry.
he will probably definitely get fired because he broke a policy, a
Yeah.
procedure. But he's also admitted fault to it. So HR may look at it the other way and say, okay, he admitted he made a mistake. He's not going to do it anymore because he never
I didn't know you can do your second. I didn't know Second Amendment rights were like a policy can take away your Second Amendment rights in the bill.
Right.
I didn't know that.
Company policies and procedures outweigh when you sign on for an employment somewhere. But he admitted fault. He's not going to do it again.
If it's illegal, then you would have to have like a fake ID or
What's that any of your concern if he has a fake ID?
Or get it
Half the
from
United
some-
States has a fake ID.
or get it from some other.
But how is that directly
I found it
affecting
in the
you?
trash.
You found it in the trash.
No, I'm just playing.
But how is
You are
that directly affecting you? How is it directly affecting you? How is it affecting your employment at Steak and Shake?
It's not affecting my point, but it's affecting my like.
But the situation has been diffused. The gun is no longer.
Now here's our big question. Should I talk to them anyway? Yes or no? Now,
You can do it. I can't. I
That's
told
your
you the
answer.
same thing I told you
what I
last
want.
time.
I can kind of do if I wish to.
Call who?
The police.
I can't stop you. But I'm telling you, there could be consequences for doing
You
it.
didn't call the police. You call 911, right?
Like probably non-emergency, right?
And then what are you going to tell them exactly?
I will come up with like before the shift, but I'm going to be honest because it's going to be.
I'm about to just call my boss and ask him how he wants me to handle this.
I'm not going to until the end of the shift. I'm not.
No,
gonna do
I'm calling my boss now because
I'm glad you're calling.
because I think if you call the police on this boy, there's going to be bigger problems.
Okay.
You're going to take me away from my 1-year-old.
Take away from a what?
My 1-year-old.
1-year-old.
He has a 1-year-old child.
Like, I don't got no business trying to mess with you, Tommy. That's why I came. Did you ever tell Miss Dorothy how I came to you over there and I told you I didn't want to fight you because when I came to you, I just told you, like, can you just leave me alone?
Yeah,
Remember that?
You said you didn't want to.
I didn't never want to fight you. But the way that you...
Yesterday you said you didn't because you think I was going to call the police.
No. Well, I knew you were going to call the police like you,
Right.
you are going to do now.
At the end of the well, not now, but
Why wait till the end of the shift?
am I like? Do you want me to?
I mean,
Locked in?
in all reality, why are we waiting till the end of the shift if that's what you want to do?
I mean, I can call my grandfather. He's a police officer. He can pull right up, lock me up, take me right to jail. If that's the case.
But I don't understand what are we going to gain from this? What are we going to gain from this?
My safety. That's it.
There is no safety concerns anymore
Okay.
because the gun is no longer here.
Okay.
So, huh?
No, no, none of that. No.
No, he's.
You need a gun?
See, but now that I have with me having answered, I'll just because I don't want to make a scene in front of everybody, like all the customers.
You already are trying to make...
We're already making a scene. We're already being distracted away from being able to take care of business. I'm back here trying to resolve this. Where I can't do my job. I can't be up front being the manager. Because I feel like we need to get this resolved. Do you feel like you can't work with him anymore?
I mean, we never really talked anyway. Only time I asked you something like, hey, talk, trying to drive some chicken tenders. I know how to drive chicken tenders myself now, so I don't even ask you that. We don't even talk. You just started that thing. Yeah.
But I feel like that you are setting your mind that you need to call the police on this man. Right?
Yes.
So what's going to happen if they call the police?
And
You're
I don't
going to
have
jail, aren't you?
Probably, I don't know.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
it's you got something in the video, right?
Well, it'll take them days to get the cameras.
I mean, shoot, all they're gonna do is like, shoot, you had a gun and I don't know what else for that. And it's a video, so.
If nothing happens, then that's even less reason to worry about me. Then, but I
But
then
at
I don't
the
know.
end of the day, it's not even about the police. They gonna bring corporate into this. Corporate gonna see a whole thing. It's gonna be a whole it's gonna be a whole thing for 2-3 weeks. We're gonna be like, it don't make sense. It just does not. Does not long term make sense. We both got bills to pay.
I didn't
We both
wanna-
got people to take care of. We both got things to do. We both grown men.
Why
Right now, I feel like you trying to use the police as a weapon against me because you feel like I was a threat to you at one point in time. Do you feel like I'm a threat to you now?
No.
Why is that?
Because I had to go out.
That was your choice, Tafi. I didn't. That was not. You
As a
can't,
result
you
of
can't
you
blame
wanting
that.
to,
No, you can't blame that on me.
as a result of you wanting to fight me.
But then you said you wanted to fight me, right? Too, right?
No.
Yeah, you did.
Why would I walk out this door?
You said you 90 pounds. You know what I do to you?
No, I said.
Yes, you did.
I did say you
Bailey and Jalen heard you.
I did not say
everybody. Everybody has multiple witnesses.
Part of it.
It's multiple witnesses.
Partly correct.
Telling, like, even Nashaya seen you yesterday
Partly
come up to me
correct.
multiple times
No.
after I told you to leave me
No,
alone.
partly correct. But I didn't say, do you know what I'll do to you?
Yes, you did.
But that's fine.
So, Dwayne, I'm telling you, you probably should be on the lookout that the police are going to come confront you.
But that's going to be, and I'm not going to try. Let me call them before you leave, because I'm not going to be like, let me run and I'm not going to be keeping an eye on you. It's just
It
going.
doesn't. It really doesn't matter because at the end of the day, I'm not even thinking about you. Think about my daughter right now.
I don't feel like you guys should be working together.
I'm fine, but it's just.
You're not fine because you feel like he's still a direct threat
It
to
could be in
you
the
enough to
future.
call the police.
It could be in the
So
future.
then, I don't feel like you guys. I don't know how to resolve this because I don't feel like you guys should be working together.
I can work. I can, because I didn't want to cut into my time to work.
But
If I quit, you ain't gonna call the police.
I
so
will
this,
not. No.
so you want him to walk out of here and quit?
I don't want him to walk. I never said I wanted to walk.
But that's the only thing that's going to keep you from calling the cops on him is if he leaves Steak and Shake and quits, right?
At this time, yes. But I don't know if he wants to.
All right, it's over.
All right. No police will be called. No.
I don't agree with it, but it's not my fault. What happens outside of Steak and Shake now, it has no bearing on Steak and Shake because he no longer works for Steak and Shake. He just quit.
He just quit.
So, whatever happens between you two, don't bring it to me.
Oh, what?
I'm just saying,
I'm
because he
afraid of
doesn't work for Steak and Shake anymore.
Okay.
This is my boss.
I'll only take that.
Or you can take whatever you
And then
want.
You're asking me to not do what?
Should not involve the police or anything until my boss gets back to me.
Okay.
I still don't feel like the police need to be. If my boss says that the police don't need to be involved, that's where it ends.
Okay.
Because my boss works for corporate.
Okay.
That's not me. That's my boss.
And
But this is my boss.
now, when you get a chance, could you ask? Well, they'll probably.
It is a Sunday night.
What will happen if I get them involved tonight?
I'm already reaching out to him tonight. If he's not calling me back, he's not going to call you back.
Oh no, I'm not. No, I'm not trying to reach out to him.
To who?
The police. That's
When I.
will it result in?
Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you?
Oh yes.
She's asking me not to involve the police until corporate handles it. She said I'm going to get fired.
Oh, okay.
So if I
Because-
get fired, you won't have to.
I won't have to.
Yes.
Okay.
So
But if my boss says he's been disciplined,
Okay.
if my boss tells me this man has been disciplined and this situation has been handled, there's no reason for you to call the police because corporate has handled it. Because it's a Steak and Shake issue, not a law issue.
Okay.
Because it all happened inside these four walls. It never happened outside of where it's a law issue.
Okay.
If my boss says that he's been disciplined, he's been coached, and that's the end result, that's where it ends.
Will I be terminated if I contact them tonight? Well, he knows. I'm sure.
He
your boss-
doesn't know anything
No,
yet.
your boss knows if I'll be terminated if I call the police tonight. But I don't plan to.
you probably do. So you work with her. She don't know that though.
I don't know anything yet. My boss might tell me to immediately fire him. All I can do is I called him. He did. Did I call him? You heard it ringing, right?
Uh-huh.
It rung. He did not answer. I immediately hung up and texted him. I'm literally going to have a seizure today. I am going to have a
Just
seizure
calm
today.
down. Just breathe. Just breathe.
I called my boss.
Okay, I understand. I understand the story, but that's fine.
I'm asking you to wait for corporate to get involved before you involve the police.
Okay.
That's what I'm asking. Can that happen? Can you wait to call the police until, or go any further with this until I have talked to my boss? Gave my boss a fair chance to know what's going on.
As long as if they can get in touch with you today.
I can't promise that.
But I can't promise that I can't contact them. Like,
You're not being fair about this. You're not giving corporate a chance to get involved.
Hold on, let me ask you this.
you can talk. You can talk.
What is your end goal? To get me locked up, right?
No, not to get locked.
To get me fired?
To be in a space where I do not have to be around, working together. Like, I don't.
Well, okay, I understand that. So you don't like me, right?
Oh no, that's not it.
Then what is the problem? I'm really trying to understand why do you want to cause emotional harm to me? I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to see your point of view of calling the police and getting after we had a conversation. I'm just trying to really trying to get the idea.
It's just
I think you just angry still inside because you felt threatened. Because I don't know. I mean, you is bigger than you. I would.
If that was the case, I would not have walked away. At the opposite entrance.
I mean, even if you did or didn't,
I would.
I wasn't going to touch you.
You weren't going to touch me, but you were knuckling up out.
You're not like I
People
didn't even-
do things in the heat of the moment,
and I
then
said-
reality
and
You was
sees.
making me. You was nitpicking with me, so I was nitpicking with you.
So the next. Wait, but you said earlier that you're the type to fight and just get over it.
Yeah, if you really want it, and you came out to the okay, great fight. I would.
But
yeah, I want to.
When I saw the gun, I was thinking maybe yesterday he had the gun and was trying to lure me outside so he could shoot me. That's the issue.
That's it. Top, you think I'm slow? You think I'm tough? I'm not no dummy. I promise you, I'm not dumb. I may make mistakes. I promise you, I may make mistakes, but I'm not a dummy. First of all, I would never shoot somebody just to shoot them. Once they try to cause harm to me, and I already know. And then there's a bunch of cameras downtown. That's the worst way. That's the worst way to go out. I carry a gun because it was a 14-year-old boy who killed a man in a parking garage because his friends hacked him.
A 14-year-old killed who?
A college guy 3 weeks ago down here.
You don't know about that?
I saw a shooting.
Yeah, they killed him in the parking garage. Shot
For
him
no
right-
reason, this guy didn't do anything. Just randomly was getting out of his car at the parking garage. An IU graduate.
We the type of dudes, we don't do nothing. Yeah, me and you might have an altercation, but we the type of dudes, we don't do nothing. We stay to ourselves, we leave people alone. But motherfuckers can fuck with us. People like to fuck with me. I'm pretty sure when you ride a bike, so you ride it faster.
Can
If
we?
you walk, people fuck with you too. You be crackheads, all types of stuff. So that's why I carry a gun. I'm trying to give you feel me? But like, what is your end goal?
For now, we can wait. I'll see until the end of the day because my goal is not to antagonize or
No, I know you. I understand. You don't have. I don't know if you have animosity. If you didn't, I feel like you would call the police. If it was really resolved, if you didn't feel any type of way towards me, you would not be calling the police. You would say, oh, "That's cool. I appreciate you." You would have left it alone once I apologize. So I feel like you do have animosity. I'm trying to see how we can get past that as grown men. As Miss Dorothy.
is it possible to work at? Is it possible to work at a different location? Maybe.
His end goal is to transfer
Yeah.
after Gen Con.
Yeah.
His goal is to leave here. He really doesn't even want to stay here past Gen Con. I just said nobody could leave till after Gen Con.
Yeah.
So 30 days, less than 30 days, he's going to be transferred regardless of,
Is that all? I see. Okay.
like,
Can you wait 30 days?
providing If that store don't take him, he's probably still going to leave because he doesn't want to keep coming down here.
Wait, for now, I'll wait and we'll see what happens. That's what I can say. If they reach out to you, hopefully.
And if they don't, you'll call police.
I can't say for sure.
I'm just asking for 24 hours to give my boss 24 hours to call me.
24 hours, and then, and you won't mind if I contact police.
I can't.
Miss Dorothy,
I've said this
Miss
40 million
Dorothy,
times. I cannot tell you what to do.
Okay.
Dorothy, this is what we're gonna do. If he calls the police, I'm gonna go out there and talk to police myself. I get locked and I'll call my dad. Simple as that.
But
Once the police tell him what they tell him at that point, if he calls the police again,
I'm not gonna
and
call
fall
them.
to harassment.
But I really need to help Bailey with shakes, and I really need
Okay.
someone on Friday.
Okay, I'm coming right
all
there.
right, we got to go to work.
Okay.
So
If he calls the police again after he tells him tonight,
Oh no,
just leave it alone.
if they say leave it alone, I follow whatever they tell me.
So whatever they tell him, that's what we're gonna do. They said they got top.
it's already incorporated.